everyone, welcome to another edition of the House of Hobbies 216. And right now we're going to cover the May 24th release of the Air Jordan 4 White Cement. Alright, let's get them on out of the box. Before we get started on the Air Jordan 4 review, I want to let you guys know there's a special bonus review at the very end of this video, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I'm not super familiar with these, but I am going to delve into a little bit of the history of these sneakers. I didn't have these as a kid, but I am aware that the original white cement version of these sneakers released in 1989, and a few times after that. The most recent prior release was back in 2016. With that said, this current release has a few updates to the overall shape and the toe and a few other little tweaks that they've made to the sneaker. A few quick details are the splash pattern on the heel tab as well as on the sides of the midsole. If we move on to the outsole, it has a herringbone traction pattern. It's very similar to the Air Jordan 13. In fact, in 1989 when these originally released, this was the first time this pattern for traction was used on a signature Air Jordan sneaker. As we move on to the midsole, you're going to find that it's made out of polyurethane and it has a air unit in the heel, and when you move on to the inside there is a polyurethane insole as well. The upper on the 2025 release of these shoes is made of leather as opposed to the different synthetic materials that they used in the past, which I definitely consider an upgrade. And last but not least, you can find the Jordan Flight logo stitched on the tongue in a nice bright red. As far as sizing on these are true to size. Get the normal size you wear. For example, if you wear a 9, get a 9. You no need to really go half size up unless you absolutely need to. The 2025 version of the sneaker released back on May 24th. So at this point, I believe they're gone off of Nike.com, and really the only way to find them now was probably the secondary markets such as StockX and other reseller sites like that. So before I get into it and go ahead and do some on-foot shots, I did say I have a special bonus review for you guys. I'm going to bring that to you right now. So here's your special bonus review. I'm going to go ahead and get these out of the box right now. Okay guys, these are the Air Jordan 12 in white and university blue. These released back on May 17th, about a week or two before the Air Jordan 4 is released. So I've been sitting on both of these for a little while until I was able to get to the review. A little late to the game, but it's alright. So these sneakers here were one of Carmelo Anthony's original shoes that he wore on the court. He had these on his feet when he was playing for the Denver Nuggets. Now this wasn't a Carmelo Anthony signature shoe. This is a Jordan signature. However, even though these are University of North Carolina colors, these colors are synonymous with Melo because when he was playing for the Nuggets at the time, their colors were this light blue and white and trimmed in yellow. I did a previous review on another pair of Air Jordan 12, the playoff editions that I have, and that covers the different details in terms of, the traction pattern and different types of materials and leather and things like that. So if you guys want more detail about the Air Jordan 12, these are pretty much the same as those. So I'll link that video in the upper corner as well as in the bottom of the video in the description. So as we wrap this up, I'm going to hit you guys with a couple on-foot shots of the Air Jordan 4 White Cement as well as these Air Jordan 12 Mellows. So as always, until next time guys, be blessed, stay safe, take care, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace.